The family of a young man who was shot and killed by police is suing for wrongful death. The officers involved in the shooting claim the young man had a gun and shot at them first. The family's attorney says that's all wrong, and he told Fox 4's James Rose he's being stonewalled from getting any more evidence.
We want to get in between him and those other people staying outside.
This is dash camera video from a Kaufman County squad car the morning of April 27, 2013 in a small community near Terrell.
What's he wearing? What's that brown shirt?
You can hear anxiety in the voices of deputies and state troopers responding to a report of a man in a brown shirt walking down the street with a handgun shooting at mailboxes. According to an affidavit by one of the state troopers, just prior to this encounter, he says, "I observed the suspect walking around waving his arms in the middle of the road as we approached. The suspect then raised his handgun and fired directly at us. I saw the smoke coming from the gun and had heard the whizzing sound and believed he had taken a shot at us." Moments later, the 5 officers stopped where they saw the suspect walk behind a clump of trees near home.
I'm looking through binoculars.
A short time later, a man in a blue shirt riding a bicycle appears on the right side of the screen. According to several officers' affidavits, the distance is roughly 100 to 150 yards away.
We got this gun.
On this part of the incident, the trooper's affidavit says, "We spotted the suspect coming back to us on a bicycle. The suspect again disregarded the verbal command and raised his arm to bring his handgun to a firing position. I was in fear of my life and fired 1 round with my M4 patrol rifle." According to the wrongful death suit, 25-year-old UNT graduate Gabriel Windsor was struck 3 times in the chest, shoulder, and upper back.
I was just like, wow. I mean, this guy was killed. This guy was murdered.
That's Windsor's family attorney, Daryl Washington, reacting to this video. The only video, he says, he was able to get despite pressing investigators to release all related evidence.
All Gabriel was doing at the time of his death, at the time these officers shot him, he was on his bicycle.
In their sworn statements, all 5 officers said they saw a gun. 1 said it was fired. The lawsuit claims Windsor was carrying a bright orange toy gun sometime before officers encountered him, but it also says a real gun was never found. We confirmed that with the Kaufman County Sheriff.
I wanted to see the gun. I wanted to see the empty casing shells. Show this to us. I have not seen this. I've seen none of it. Nothing that would indicate that this young man shot at these police officers.
Washington hired an audio-visual expert who enhanced the video and concluded it is apparent that Mr. Windsor did not have a gun and that the shooting should not have taken place. The officers were not in any danger.
My biggest problem with this is the distance.
We asked Reserve Deputy and Criminal Defense Attorney Pete Schulte to take a look at the video as well.
But it sounds like an officer made a mistake, thought he saw something, but should have waited. And it doesn't mean that it's criminal, but it does mean that they made a bad decision.
After the shooting, the officers advanced to take cover, calling for Windsor to come out. They appeared to question just what happened.
I don't know if he popped that round off or not, but he did. I don't feel if he got another round off when he pointed that. Man, I don't know. He was pointing, so after I shot, I thought he got a round off right when y'all. Well, I thought so too, but after I shot a couple times, somebody else. Yeah, I thought I saw him.
Now, we tried to get information from the attorney representing the deputies, but have not received a call back. We also contacted the Kaufman County District Attorney's Office, but she was unavailable for comment. Now, Texas Rangers investigated the case, including the 5 officers involved, and turned their findings over to a Kaufman County grand jury who did not indict the officers. Steve?
All right, James, one of the things you said in the story was that there was talk about a toy gun. I think it talked about orange tips or something like that. Was there a toy gun found?
Well, you know, that's one of the things, Steve, that the lawyers are so frustrated about. You know, he wants to know all the facts in this case, and much of it so far, he says, has not been disclosed. There is a mention of a cap gun being found in the backyard. Again, that's from an affidavit from one of the officers involved. But again, the sheriff told me they did not find any, you know, real gun there, and as you know, cap guns don't fire real bullets, so there's still a lot of questions that this lawyer has, and he's hoping that the federal court will help him piece together for the family just exactly how this young man died and why.
Okay. All right, James Rose, thank you very much. Thanks.